Oh, I'm live now. Okay. This is my first live, so all of this is new to me. I am waiting on Alan to join me. Let me see if he's.
I'm sorry.
I'm on the thing. Sorry, guys. My husband didn't realize I was live. I'm waiting on Alan to come on. I'm texting. I'm waiting for some people to hop on. I don't think anybody's on here yet. There he is.
Oh, to say.
Hey.
No.
How are you?
All right, and you?
It's nice to finally talk to you, like really talk
Yeah, eventually.
to you. I don't think anybody's on the stream yet. I'm sorry it's so late. It's so late at night.
No, it's fine.
Kaya's nanny has to call you right back. I'm on a live stream. Okay. All right, I'll call you back. I love you.
Bye.
Love you. Bye. Are you there? I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
My grandson called and then the screen went blank.
No, I also think I pressed something wrong here. I don't know.
So how are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Just getting cold now. Our winter is starting now. So.
Oh,
Yeah, our winter is starting.
oh wow. Now see, our winter's ending. It's hot here. It's
Yeah,
like
but you're in Florida.
I miss the seasons. Like I miss it being cold. You know, we don't
Yeah, that we can imagine. Yeah, when we lived at the coast as well, it's like summer all the time. So
get.
now we're getting cold.
Yeah.
So
How cold does it get there? Does it get really, really cold, like in the teens?
yeah, where we are, I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit, but
Oh, you froze up on my end. I don't know if you can hear me, Alan, but you're froze on my end. All right, we gotta wait a second. Alan's froze. The screen's froze. Welcome to the live stream, everyone. This is my first live stream, so bear with me. I've never done this before, so I'm learning. I'm waiting on Alan to hop back on. I hope everyone is doing well tonight. We can talk about anything you guys want to talk about. Hey, Melissa. How are you? Thank you for joining. I hope Alan's able to get back on. His internet's not so good over there. He's in South Africa, so the internet there is a lot different than it is here. So what is everybody doing tonight? I've been watching YouTube videos trying to learn how to do this live stream. I started, I don't know if anybody saw the post about it or not, but I have been wanting a spirit portal, and you know, I've been looking on the ghost websites, the equipment websites and all, and they range from like $300 on up to $1,000 to buy one. And I was gonna buy one, but I decided to build my own. but after watching videos on YouTube. Like you can go on YouTube these days and find out how to do anything. Something wrong with your car, go on YouTube. Something's wrong with the washing machine, go on YouTube. You can figure out how they teach you how to do anything on there. So anyway, I went on YouTube and researched the portal. Oh, here's Alan. Let me see. There you are.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all right.
Internet.
It's all right. I was sitting here talking about building my spirit portal. Let me show you my portal. I still got to learn how to I've got to add my lights to it and a few other things, but it works how it is, but I just got to decorate it a little bit. Let me see. I got everything hanging. Okay. Here it is. Wait a minute. Can you see it?
Oh, wow.
So it's got a this is, let's see, this is the noise gate, which is like a guitar thing, a noise gate, and then the reverb. And this one has like 9 settings. So, and then I've got my spirit box, you know, just connected to it. But when I turn it on, like you can hear the voices come through, and it's so it is clear, like you don't have that, you know, that normal sound you get.
Yeah, the white one. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm going to try to use it tonight. But it literally cost me about maybe a tad under $200, but about $200 to build. But you can get those fancy ones off the Ghost Equipment websites. But it's insane to me what they charge when you literally can do it yourself. So
Yeah, I mean, I paid for my K2 meter. I think I paid in dollars just over $200 for my K2 meter.
just for your
To have it
case.
implemented.
Wow.
To have it implemented here.
Wow. So the prices there are, let me move so you can see me. The prices there are a lot different than here.
Especially with things that are imported from the States. Because it's your price times that by 14,
Yeah.
then it's our price. And we still got the import taxes. That is
Wow.
sometimes half of that.
That's insane. They charge all that much. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. There's still like, I want to get, and my mind is drawn complete blank. I wanted an Ovilus 5, you know, where the words come up on the,
Oh, yeah.
but those are like $500. I can't, you know, that's here. They're like $500.
It is really, it's genuinely insane the prices that they're charging for these things.
Mhm.
And I took my 1K2 meter apart. If I have to go and buy the parts, yeah,
Yeah.
it would probably cost me like 300 Rand, which is like
Wow.
$20.
That's just crazy. I was responding to Melissa's comments. Melissa was writing in the comments about helping me try to learn how to do the live, because I've never been live, you know, like this is new. I was on YouTube trying to figure out how to do this live, literally up to me clicking on.
Yeah, it's once you're used to it, it gets easy.
Yeah.
I mean, but there is a few different ways, there are a few different programs you can use to go live.
Mhm.
But I like StreamYard. It's of the cheapest ones, and you can have 10 people on panel.
Right.
And
On the
on
the free version, you get up to 10 people. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 people, and you have 20 hours that you can stream.
That's really a lot of hours, unless you're somebody, you know, that streams 4 hours at a time or something. But you know, that's a good bit of time for the month.
It is, yeah. To start off your lives and get your support going on your lives.
Mhm.
I think normally 20 hours is enough.
Yeah,
I think my longest stream was 4 hours. Was my longest stream.
yeah.
So
But maybe if I start going live more and all, that'll help me build my channel and all that too. It's hard. It's hard because I have no one to go with me anywhere, and I don't want to
yeah,
go. I'm scared to go by myself, to the graveyard or to a location. I'm just scared to do that, and I don't think it's safe to do that.
yeah. To go alone anywhere is actually pretty dangerous. You've got the human aspect behind it.
Yeah. Hey, Urbex.
So
I hope I said that right. Or you're Bexy. Thank you for joining. Hey, Paranormal Patrick.
hey, Paranormal Patrick.
But I just wish, and it just makes it so hard for me with growing my channel because I don't
You
have.
can't get.
What were you saying? I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No, I said with you not being able to go out, it's affecting your channel negatively.
Yes. Because I'll get
That
subscribers and then I lose them, and I know it's probably because I don't have something out but every 3 weeks or every 2 weeks, and that's not consistent.
yes, yeah. I mean, what I noticed was with my other channel, if you're not pushing out at least 2 videos a week or one decent video a week, you're not gonna get any
And
subscribers.
yeah, and I get
And
tired doing the graveyard. I mean, it's fun to go to the graveyards and all that, but I want to do something other than going to a graveyard all the time.
that's true, yeah.
But, well, see, if we can get you over here, then me and you can go to some places and investigate together. So that's what I'm hoping. We're gonna do a fundraiser. We're gonna do a fundraiser, guys, to raise the money to get Alan here to stay for a week or 2 weeks or however long he can stay. I know he can't stay a real long time because he has family, but so me and him can go investigate together, because I think that would be so much fun. Me and Alan have become like such good friends through knowing each other through social media. And today is actually the first day we've ever actually talked face to face. Like, we always text and talk online, but today's the first day that we've actually got to chat face to face.
Yes. Yeah, so yeah, it's just to get to there. I mean, there's so much more places that you guys can visit in the States than what we have. With us, we've got a major squatter problem in abandoned buildings, in any building. If it's open, it's not open. It's occupied.
Right.
So, but I see there in the States, there is so many abandoned buildings, so many interesting places to go to. People are getting results out of Randonautica that I don't get. I mean, I think I've been on easy 80 Randonautica trips that led me to absolutely nothing.
Really?
Nothing at all.
I haven't done Randonautica yet, and I want to, but I see all these, the people doing the randonauts, but surely every time that you go randonauting, you're not having that, they've probably got to do 20 or 30 randonauts before they even get anything, if they even do.
No, that is true. They all say they get like 9 busts and then they get something positive. But yeah, in South Africa, I tell you, I went and bought the pro version of it for a
Mhm.
month subscription. I went on 80 different locations. Nothing, nothing, nothing. It took me to private residences like 80% of the time. And then it was taking me to one park the whole time, the same park, and there is nothing in that park. So I'd like to actually go somewhere where people have had experiences with it. And I
Yeah.
mean, from what I watched, Florida is pretty active with randonauting. So it'll be interesting to actually see how that actually works.
Well, there was this isn't about Randonaut, but I was going to tell you this. I had a lady at my work had told me about. It's called the Arcadia Opera House, and it's this haunted. It used to be an opera house, but now it's like an antique store. But A&E has been there to investigate. I guess a bunch of like the TV people, that feature all the ghost shows and all that have been there. Well, anyway, I'd never even heard of the Arcadia Opera House, and it's probably like 45 minutes from where I'm at. But so I wrote them the other day and asked, could I possibly set up an appointment to come there? And this lady from work was going to go with me. And they wrote me back and said that I guess last weekend was the last weekend they were letting people in because they're selling it. And I was so upset because I didn't even realize that place was there, or that was going on, like that they were letting paranormal investigators. I mean,
Yeah.
like the last time or something. And I was like so upset because I didn't know, and I really wanted to go there because that would have been good for my channel.
Sure. Yeah, that's the problem with some haunted places. You only hear about it and it's too late then.
Yeah. Hello, Unknown Ventures, and Mark, and Teresa. Sorry if I missed anybody. Thank you guys for joining. Are you guys still on you're not on full lockdown, are you? Like you were, or in South Africa, is it still locked down for the coronavirus?
No, our lockdown isn't so bad. It's level 1. We've just got a curfew.
Oh, okay.
Our curfew is from 12 to 4
Oh,
a.m. So it's not too bad. But we'll see what happens in the next month or so. I see our numbers are climbing again, so they're probably going to take us back to a like level 3 lockdown. And then our curfew is like 9 o'clock, 9 till 4.
9
So
p.m. to 4 a.m. or 9 in the morning?
9 p.m. to 4 a.m.
Oh.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. Let's hope it doesn't go back to that, because for some reasons, I mean, especially for us that do investigations, if you've got to be out of a place by 12 and you've got to be home, it doesn't give you much chance to actually go and investigate a place.
No.
So and especially like for us now, well, for me, my closest actual haunted place is like 45 kilometers. That's like 30 miles. So you've got to drive there, do your investigation, drive back. And in my case, I got an Uber there and Uber back, and the Uber stop running as it gets closer to the curfew. They stop running. So yeah, it's making things. That's why the other channel has literally got, our last video that went up was our Halloween special,
Mhm.
and then I did one or two things in December for it, but from the house I did a Ouija board thing, and now it's pretty much standing dead still because we can't go to the places at times that we want to be there. I mean, we want to be at a place at 3 a.m. and that's just not allowing it.
Oh, and that's the best time to go. See, like when you do come here, like I like going to do investigations like at 3 a.m. You know what I mean? Like that's like the creepy time.
That's when you want to do your investigations, because in some ways that is the most active time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
The devil's hour, as they say.
yeah, the witching hour, devil's hour.
Yeah.
That's when you want to be out, and now we're stuck in a curfew that you can't actually be anywhere except at your residence.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry, I keep moving around. I'm trying to sit where the glare is not in my glasses. It's like impossible. I can't do it. I'm trying.
Yeah, but I'm sure if when I can get there, I think we're gonna go on some interesting adventures. I mean, myself, I'm clairvoyant, and a medium. So putting me in a place normally sparks a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll definitely have maybe the spirit box even more active.
Mm-hmm.
But I know with the Ouija boards, a mate of mine has one, and he normally gets not a single thing out of it. And I said to him, okay, wait till I come, and then we'll see what happens. When I got there, it started to move around, and then he got freaked out with it and said we must stop. But yeah, being a beacon for so many things, that's what happens.
So,
yeah.
oh, I didn't. Go ahead. Finish what you're saying. I was just gonna say, okay. So, I love the paranormal. I've always been into the paranormal ever since I was young. My daughter, my granddaughter, they both can see and communicate with spirits. I can't see spirits. I can feel them. And I use my equipment to communicate with spirits, but I can't hear them. Like a medium could. Like you could, for instance. I can't hear them like that. I would have to have my equipment, but I can feel things and I sense things and I experience things. But what I was going to say, I went through all that just to say this. I was telling Jeremy the other night, I said, when Alan gets here, he's going to want me to use that Ouija board, and I'm scared.
Yes, I am a fan of the Ouija board. I am a fan, I'm not going to lie, but I don't tempt it too much, in all honesty. With the one that broke here about me, I've had like so many opportunities to actually fix it up and stuff, and I don't want to. Because in my house I'm living in now, we don't have any activity. It's peaceful.
But your other house you did, didn't you? Your other house you had it. Yeah.
I had a little girl.
Yeah.
And there was two others that came and went as they wanted to. But yeah, we've got nothing. And to tell you the truth, I want to keep it that way. So I don't want to open any portals or anything. The most activity I get now is the old man that walks up the street shouting at everybody. And the man that committed suicide about 3 weeks ago over the road.
Oh gosh.
I do hear him a lot. He's permanently moaning.
So you hear
Yeah,
that?
he's.
Like you hear that, physically hear that.
I can physically hear it. I do try and turn myself out of it because it gets annoying at
Right.
times. But if I really sit down and concentrate, I can hear. I heard him. He was swearing the whole time
Oh
because
wow.
he couldn't understand why is he still here.
Yeah.
And at some point, I think I'm going to actually try and go closer to there, maybe get access to the yard, and
Mhm.
try and get him to go to the light because he is one very unhappy chappy.
Oh wow.
But yeah, COVID also took a heck of a toll on their family, and so he decided he's finished with it.
How old was he? Did,
He was about 50 something,
did he
early
have
50s.
he had a family and children and all?
They have one son, and he's mentally disabled. So
That's so
I
sad.
don't know. You know, look, being suicidal depressive myself, I do understand his point, but what he left behind. Um, I saw his wife yesterday morning, and that woman looks lost because now everything has fallen onto her now, and yeah, I think it is a selfish act in a way.
Yeah.
Because, well, I do understand their points. I do understand their points. But I mean, in their situation, having a disabled child and the mother doesn't have very much of a support line, I
Yeah.
think to leave her just like that was selfish. I mean, um, let's say I had to do it. I know my wife is okay. I know my kids will be okay. They've got a good support structure. Not that I will do it.
Right.
But I will know that they do have a support structure. And from what I've seen, that lady really doesn't have it. I've tried to speak to her. She doesn't want to talk to anybody. So, I can only offer my side of helping her to get through this. But no, she's a bit of a stubborn old lady. So
She's probably so lost, and like she's I can't even imagine. Like I can't even imagine.
the night when it happened, I didn't go into the yard because of it being a hanging. I stayed very clear of it, and my wife even chased me away. But she didn't believe for almost 3 hours that he was dead. She
He was
thought he was
hanging.
sleeping.
He was hanging from a tree. Is that what you said?
Um, what my wife said, he hung himself from the garage structure.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he closed the garage, he locked it from the inside, and he did it. And yeah, it was a matter of, she says she left him like just 20 minutes before that. She went into the house and he did it in that time. So yeah, it's
That's got to be so traumatic, and as for the wife too, to just to find your husband, I can't even fathom that. That would just be
yeah.
so horrible.
Yeah, no, but let me tell you, suicides at this point in South Africa are pretty high. Um, Last week, a man hung himself from one of the highway bridges.
What?
Um, yeah,
Wow.
no, that was a bad one because he actually hung himself just before peak hour traffic. So
And so
a lot
everybody
of people,
down that road sees that.
everybody that drove past, everything saw that. So that I think was very, very wrong. I mean, if you're gonna do it peacefully, where other people don't have to witness that kind of stuff. There was a lot of children that saw it on their way to school.
And that's not that you can't unsee that. Once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. You know,
It's implanted in you for the rest of your life. I mean,
yeah. Wow.
I came a day after my father, and just seeing him then, I couldn't imagine what it was like when he actually did it. So that's,
Wow.
and my ex-wife saw it, so I could only imagine what she's going through, what she thinks about when she closes her eyes. She
Yeah.
can probably picture that. So yeah, it's not a nice thing, and things are tough for everybody.
Yes. Yeah. Um, I want to thank everybody. Thank you guys, everybody that's on the live. Thank y'all for joining. I'm trying to look at the comments and look at the screen. It's hard to do both. You can smoke your cigarette, Alan. Don't worry about it. I've got my e-cigarette. Is there anything you guys want to talk about in the comments? Just put it in the comments if there's something y'all want to talk about. Oh, I know what we could talk about. I posted about this on my Twitter the other day. So, on my Facebook, my regular Facebook, not my Seven Souls Paranormal Facebook, I had posted like a screenshot of my YouTube channel, and I put like and subscribe, and just wrote a little something saying go check out my channel and like and subscribe, blah blah blah. Well, people were commenting or whatever, and this person from where I'm from in South Carolina commented and said they had taken a screenshot excuse me, of me posting that, and from my page, and like had drawn on it and circled paranormal and wrote, "I rebuke you, Satan, in the name of Jesus, and sister, you need to repent that the paranormal is I was adding Alan back on. Okay.
Let's try this one now.
I was telling the story about the person on my Facebook when I had posted about my YouTube channel and all of that, and the person had took a screenshot of my page where I had posted about my channel and wrote, "I rebuke you, Satan, in the name of Jesus, and sister, you need to repent. Paranormal is of the devil." And so I, of course, deleted their comment because, and it really upset me because I was raised in church, and my belief, like I believe in God, I'm a Christian, but that's not right to tell me. I know what the Bible says about spirits and all that, but it's not like I'm trying to summon demons or something, or I'm trying to do something positive. Like, to me, I think there are a lot of skeptics in the world, and sometimes that's not. I'm not trying to change a skeptic's mind. People are going to think what they want to think, but I always have enjoyed the paranormal, and just because I enjoyed a paranormal, like I'm leery of posting on my Facebook page from home, and like on my Facebook page, I have this is the crappy part. I have almost 2,500 friends on my Facebook page, but a lot of these people are from home, where I'm from, in South Carolina. I was raised, where I'm from is the Bible Belt. It's Southern Baptist, and so I'm leery of posting anything, like any of my videos, with activity or anything, because I'm nervous that they're going to be judgmental, and it bothers me really bad. But
Yeah, that's the thing that us paranormal investigators get. We get crucified a lot because of what we do. I mean, to my wife's family, I am the devil.
insane.
She's been told she must divorce me, she must get away from me because I'm a bad influence on my kids. I'm a bad influence. I don't do what I do around my kids in any case, because not yet, because they don't fully understand it. But I know my youngest daughter is gifted as well. So at some point, she's going to have to embrace the gift and understand it. But that doesn't mean I caused it.
Right.
She comes from, I mean, both my parents were mediums. It's unfortunately it's in our bloodline. It's in our genes. It's part of who we actually are.
Mm-hmm.
And in South Africa, it's also very difficult because you get two types of South Africans. You get the normal person, and then you get these people that carry the Bible under their arms, and they don't believe in anything except what is written.
Right.
And I've told them a few times, you know what? I don't mind you believing that.
Right.
But if you had to see, hear, and feel what I go through every single day,
Mm-hmm.
you'll change your mind very quickly.
Right.
So I actually got into the paranormal thing to actually prove that there is something. I mean, there are billions of videos that gives evidence of an afterlife.
Right. Right.
But to them, they believe that when you die, you go to heaven. I believe slightly differently.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the Bible, it says the only way into heaven is through Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
So that means he hasn't come again. And that's our only way to get into there.
Mm-hmm.
So what is our soul actually doing? And a lot of people will crucify me for what I'm saying, but that's just a theory. What happens to our souls until he comes again to take us to heaven?
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's just one theory. I mean,
Yeah.
I would like to believe that when we die, we go to either heaven or hell. Doesn't matter. But it's funny. Those people that walk around with the Bible under their arms, they are the quickest to throw stones.
Mm-hmm. And you're
And in the
not
Bible, it says,
people. The Bible says, "Do not judge. Judge not, that you be not judged." But
exactly.
So who are you? Like I'm saying that just in general. Who are you to tell me? what I am and am not supposed to be doing. That is not your business. If you don't like what I'm doing, don't watch me. Move on. But you got those people that's just got to put their 2 cents in.
Yes. Now, in the Bible, in the commandments, it says do not do that, but yet they do it. But they're very quick to hide under their Bible all the time.
Mhm.
And I've always said that they are the biggest stirrers of problems
Mhm.
because they don't think or everything applies to them. It only applies to them when it suits them.
Right. Yeah. It just makes me angry. And so I could use my Facebook as a platform to build my channel, but yet I don't, because I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to post this, and I literally do this. Okay, I'm going to post this, but you know how you can hide your comment from certain people, or you can make it public. So I've actually made posts before and went through and like hid it from certain people that I thought would be offended by it. But then I sit there and I'm like, I shouldn't have to do that.
You
Like,
know, why must you?
mm-hmm.
They can believe, you're not forcing them to believe you.
Right.
You're not forcing them to watch your channel.
Mm-hmm.
No one is putting a gun against their heads and says you have to watch Seven Souls Paranormal.
Right.
No one's putting a gun against anybody's head to watch Dead Mzansi.
Right.
It is freedom of choice, and that is our greatest gift from God. Freedom of choice.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what will eventually happen with them is they're gonna get so sick and tired of your posts, they're gonna unfriend you.
Right.
And that is how you start weeding out the sour apples in the cart.
That's a good way to look at it. I didn't look at it like that, and that's a good way, because I can see if I do start losing friends, then that's their loss, not mine. You don't need to be here anyway if that's how you're gonna be.
Exactly. Because then they actually aren't a true friend in any case.
Yeah.
So you can look at it that way. I mean, I also lost a few friends when I started Dead Mzansi. Okay, I created a whole different page and was posting there. And sometimes I would advertise on my own page, and then I would lose like 1 or 2 friends a week, sort of a thing. I'm like, you know what? By all means, disappear out of my life, because if you don't want to look a little bit further than your own nose,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be in my life in any case.
That's right.
But that's how I look at it. People have to accept me the way I am.
Yeah.
And
if they don't,
carry
then
on.
somebody you don't need anyway. If somebody's judgmental, that's not somebody you want as a friend anyway.
Exactly.
It's been really nice. Like when COVID hit, and like I said, I've been to the paranormal since I was young. But when COVID hit, I started watching YouTube. And I'd always watch YouTube, but I really started watching YouTube.
Yeah, but then you really got the time for YouTube. I know.
But I saw Omar and Jody and all these people, and I was like, oh wow! Like I had no clue there was so many people like me. Or do you know what I mean? Like me and you would have never met. Like we met because our interests. And
yes,
and it's just crazy. Like I'm so happy and thankful for all the wonderful people that I've met. That I'm not like a weirdo or a devil worshiper or whatever people want to place the name they want to place on you. We're just like-minded people, and it's nice that we can do what we're doing now. And you know, occasionally you're going to get a few nuts in there that want to say something negative or whatever, but you know, it is what it is. But
It is, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, sometimes I also look at some of the YouTubers and wonder, is that I battle with something. If I'm not there, it is hard for me to say that actually happened.
yeah,
But being clairvoyant, in most of the videos, I can immediately tell if there's something. I mean, for instance, CJ on the honeycut farm.
Oh,
I know
yeah,
what is there. I've seen what is there.
really,
My wife can't see it, but we're watching the exact same video and I say it's there.
yeah,
And I've tried to reach out to CJ actually and tell him, actually want to have a private conversation with him and tell him, listen, yeah, just stay away from there because it's not good. But in some cases I can pick it up immediately. In other cases, I don't know. I'm unsure. And because I'm not physically there,
yeah,
I control the environment. But the channels I do follow like intently, they've got the equipment that is showing there is something there.
right,
So I can't debunk a spirit box. I can't because it came through. There's no wires. There's nothing. Things that fall around in an abandoned house or something. I'm skeptical because I'm not there. So is that person really there alone? Or is there actually somebody else with him that we just don't see?
right,
And that is always the question I do ask when things are thrown or pushed or something like that. And I actually watched one of Omar's older videos, where a chair got shoved, and immediately what he did was he ran to that place.
mhm,
That I can believe because there was nothing there. He ran to there.
right,
Very believable. But when something falls and then they take their time to get to a place, I get skeptical. I
yeah,
mean, at the end of the day, as I've always said, YouTube is entertainment.
mhm,
And if you have got, if you are a phenomenal channel that gives good content, that is entertainment.
right,
But I'm going to be honest, most of the guys that are out there, it might look funny, but without actually being there, don't try and debunk it.
right.
If you want to debunk it, go to the same place and experience it for yourself and then say, okay, I went there. There is nothing there. That guy is talking crap.
That's a good point. But they don't do that. They nitpick their
That is
video.
the only way, unless you actually can physically see a wire on a video, yes, debunk it.
Right.
But don't go and say that didn't happen, that didn't happen, you weren't there.
Mm-hmm.
Go there yourself. Make your own video
Mm-hmm.
proving to people that there is nothing there. Then say that person fakes his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just sit in a chair and say that one is fake, that one is fake. You weren't there.
No, I agree. People are so quick to do that. And there are, I mean, this is the sad thing is the people that fake content make it bad for people that really legit are trying to do.
It makes it difficult for us that actually want to find something, it gives us a bad stigma.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
But even with those guys, I mean, you take, I don't know if I should mention, I'm not going to mention his name, but they have a channel. They have got over 3 million subscribers. These two young gentlemen
Mhm.
have over 3 million subscribers. Their stuff is pure rubbish. But people believe that.
Mhm. Hey, Lex.
People like us,
Mhm.
we battle to even just get to 1,000 subscribers.
I know. Yep. It's hard.
I mean,
because,
Joey, it took him years to get where he is now.
Mhm.
And he gives fantastic content.
Yes.
I mean, yes, my showcasing channel, it is fairly active. There's growth on the channel, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
And then I look at my paranormal channel. Yes, okay, I don't have very many videos up, but I have got an awesome graveyard video that there is evidence. But that one just stands dead still. Which brings me to the Facebook thing. Now I had the Facebook page for Dead Mzansi.
Mhm.
I had 870 followers there.
Wow.
All South Africans. And when it came to, I asked them to go and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Maybe 10 of them did.
Really?
And I said, you know what? It was about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
I went onto Facebook because I'm not on Facebook much anymore.
I'm not either.
And I closed that page down.
Mhm.
I said, you know what? If they wanted to follow me, they would have followed me on Twitter already.
Mhm.
And I did publish my WhatsApp number if they want to follow me there. So go away. I moved to Twitter for 1 month. That channel grew 100 subscribers
Mhm. There's a bigger
within a month.
there. It's a big platform on Twitter.
And then I started the showcasing channel.
Mhm.
Within a week, I had 100 subscribers.
Through Twitter? Through doing it through Twitter?
Just from Twitter.
Mhm.
And I do find the Twitter community is a lot more active. They don't just friend you because they want to friend you. They follow you because they're interested in you.
Right.
They're interested in what you're doing. So yeah, that's I purely think Facebook is maybe outdated now.
Mhm. Because I thought the same thing. I said, oh, I got 2,500, over 2,500 friends on Facebook. Surely, these people will follow me. I'm gonna subscribe to my channel. No, just a handful, a literal handful.
Yeah, a small fraction of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you go into the Twitter family, I guarantee you at least 50% of them have subscribed to your channel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you've got a lot of followers.
I got a lot of followers on Twitter, but I have 200 and it was 254. But I don't have a lot of content either, so I'm still working on that.
But it will grow. It will grow. We just got to get you some good content.
Yes. But see, me and
I
you.
can almost guarantee if I'm there,
Mhm.
we're gonna give some fantastic content. that people are gonna want to watch more,
Yes.
and that's where the thing comes. If people want more of us collabing together, then maybe when I come back to South Africa, I say to my wife, you know what? Let's pack up. Let's make a plan. We move to Florida.
Yeah.
That is the bigger picture. I would love to be there because I think there I would actually, my channel would actually soar.
Mm-hmm.
Because
there's
I'll
so
be
much
collabing.
here. There's so much haunted places.
You know what? I actually discovered a few months ago. South Africa is a little bigger than Texas.
Is it really?
It's
Wow.
only a little bigger than Texas, the whole of South Africa. You guys are like extremely huge.
Mhm.
I mean, a flight to you, it's a 24.5 hour flight.
Wow.
And then my cousin told me that I'm probably going to have to stop in New York and then catch another plane to get to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
That's how, just purely how big the States is. So look, my ultimate dream is to get an RV and start from the top, go right through to the bottom, go into
Mhm.
every town, every ghost town, and actually investigate it.
Yeah.
That is like an ultimate dream, but
Mhm.
I've always had the thing I'm going to do Route 66. So
That would be so awesome to have an RV and to just be able to travel around and just investigate. Like that would be
yeah,
so awesome.
but you know, your channel has to actually be able to support a venture like that, because then you're really going to rely on things like your revenue you get in from YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And but that's what I'm aiming for. I don't know how long it's going to take to get there, but that's the main aim. But for this one now, just to get to the States, do some fantastic flippin' work with you, to get your name out there, to get my name out there, not just as a showcaser, but now as an actual investigator. That will grow my channel.
It's a win-win situation for you and me both.
Yes, because we've got the Randonautica. Randonautica is one of the top searched channels at the moment. Well,
Is it really?
topics.
Wow.
I did that video on Jasco, and that is my best viewed video till today. It is still my best viewed video.
Wow.
And
See, we can go randonauting too when you get here. We got to do randonaut while you're here.
we got to do that, because I mean, we can say, okay, 2 days is maybe just for randonauting, and get out there and see what we get. If we get nothing, oh well, okay, you know what? It's a bust. We can then, I will then say it on my channel, you know what, Randonautic is a bust for us, not worth doing it. But if we find something, the subscribers that we're going to get from that alone will take us to different heights. And then, of course, haunted locations. Okay, I've used a Ouija board in a cemetery before.
Have you? What, did you have good luck with that?
It did actually start. It started to go in different directions, but we had to end it because we were actually trespassing, and we thought we heard the cops. So
Oh,
yeah, our cemeteries are not. They are no trespassing area. So, but yeah, I've done that. I'd like to do it actually again
yeah.
in a cemetery, because there's like a 50-50 chance you're gonna actually maybe get something.
Mhm.
And with cemeteries, it's actually strange that is where you're gonna find this activity, because the way I look at it, your spirit didn't leave the body there.
Right.
What are they doing there? Are they attached to something that they were buried with? That's what makes them linger there.
Mhm.
But I would hope if I die, my spirit at least just stays where I died, not go to the graveyard and I'm stuck over there. I mean,
Right.
that won't be very good. But yeah, then there's some candle work we can do. Have a yes, no in candles.
Mhm.
We've had some actual. I've tried it a few times. I've had some positive responses out of the, like you say, the right candle is
Yeah.
yes, left one is no,
Yeah.
and they can make it flicker. It doesn't use as much energy for them, so that's one thing we can use. And of course, my favorite thing is the blind spirit box.
Mhm. I want to do that. I want to do that. That would be awesome because I saw the South Cats do it. Did you see their video where they went to the graveyard and oh my goodness, my mind went complete blank. Um
Fluffy
oh God,
does it.
what's Dustin's wife's name? My mind just went complete blank. Lord.
You know, and that actually, I first saw that on Mindseed channel, that they did a blind spirit box. And
Too on mine seeing this necklace lifted up. Did you see that one? Where his necklace lifted
yeah,
up? It was fake.
that was fake. Look, that was their movie that they made during the lockdown. They do say there that some of the stuff is for entertainment value only.
Yeah.
Somebody actually pointed out to me how they lifted that up, but it was very well done. It was very well done. Look,
They had me
I
fooled.
love
It. They had me fooled. And I wondered that too, but I'm an easy one to fool.
there one video where they were, I think it was at an abandoned town, and the thing came running down the stairs. You could hear the footsteps,
Yeah.
and they run away. I wouldn't run away. I would stay and like actually try and communicate with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's them. I see they haven't been pushing out proper content for a while now.
Lately they have not, because I watched them for a long while. What did you think of that one that when they went to this house? I forget where it was, but it was on Paranormal Caught on Camera, and they played the piano or something, and everything just started shaking in the house. Did you see that one?
That was something incredible.
Yes.
It really was. Look, some of their most memorable videos was okay, the steps, the piano, and the stretch house.
Yeah.
In his earlier the season one at the one hotel
Mhm.
where the chandelier starts moving around.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I think that was the Baltimore hotel.
I don't remember.
yeah, but anyway, the chandelier. Look, he has great content, and the movie that they put out as well was also
Oh, yeah,
very good.
so good. That was so
And
good.
now they just do reaction videos now. And I mean, they feature Nuke's Top 5. I'm subscribed to Nuke's Top 5. When he brings stuff out, I've watched it. So I don't want to see them reacting to it because
Right.
I've already reacted to it. There's one that Nuke, that Chinese investigator that goes to some real creepy places.
This on Nuke's top.
I'm actually gonna,
He's on Nuke's top
yeah,
5. No, because I watch that
yeah.
show all the time. Yeah.
That is good content. I like his content.
I love this.
So one or two of these people that he's featured on Nuke's Top 5, I'm going to feature them on the as a showcase because their channel is so brilliant. So stay tuned for that one.
I love watch Franco TV. I love Franco too.
Franco's good. I like Franco. And I showcased, what was that guy's name? Jason Jennings Paranormal. I showcased him now in my last premiere. Brilliant channel. Really, honestly, brilliant channel. Paranormies, also pretty good.
Kill Hut's good. Have you know what I'm talking about? Kill Hut.
Kill Hut is very good. I love Kill Hut. He's got some good content.
Yeah.
There's a few channels I'm going to revisit and go a little bit now with the new showcases that I give it a bit longer and things like that. I'm going to actually go back on everybody that I have showcased before and showcase them again for what they're actually really worth.
Right.
So yeah, that's to come, but definitely investigations is another thing. I'm planning on doing a few alone now for Alan showcasing, not as Dead and Zanzi, where I do solo investigations on my own on the main channel.
Yeah.
And just to try and get some more how can I say, some walking customers to my channel. But yeah, I've got some fantastic things. The next showcase is a very interesting one. Let's just put it that way. A little bit different to what I normally showcase.
Yeah.
But very good. Very good.
Alan, what is the Heather is asking what's the link to your channel, but I don't know how to do it without getting off the stream. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to. It's under Alan's Alan Vlogs, isn't that right? Alan, I mean no, Alan's showcase, or is it under Alan?
It's Alan underscore vlogs. If you follow me there, I will definitely post a link to my paranormal channel as well. But as I've said, the Alan Showcasing channel is the main channel, which is going to have some investigations.
I'm going to see if I can post it from my phone on here. Lexi, she wants to link to Alan's I think his YouTube channel. I think. Is that what you meant, Heather? His YouTube channel or his Twitter? Or both, I'm not sure. Thank you, Lexi. Sorry, Alan, I
Oh, it's Lexi.
you.
No, no problem.
Oh, you know what I was gonna tell you? I had something to tell you. So, you know, Jenny Love, Paranormal, or Jenny Love, she's gonna
Yes,
change
yes.
TV. She lives only like 45 minutes from me. So
Awesome.
yes, so while you're here, we can, because she's been saying she's, you know, wants to meet and all that, because we don't live that far away from each other. So once you're here, we all can go too. Like,
Yes, I know. I can say it just straight off the bat. Jenny would actually love to join us on a collab because I've stuck up for Jenny a few times,
yeah.
and I love her channel.
Mhm.
I think I've featured it twice already.
Mhm. She's awesome. She's really awesome. I love her.
She's got some good content.
Yes.
Then okay, Lexi's all the way in California because
Yeah, Lex.
I would like to collab with 13 Spirits with Dom.
Mhm.
I'd love to collab with him.
But I think Dom,
Uh,
I don't know if does Dom live in California now, or I'm not
no,
sure.
he's in Canada.
Oh, okay.
Dom's in Canada. Lexi is in California.
I'm trying to make Lexi a mod real quick. So hold her name. It says hold her. I'm trying to figure this out. I don't know how to do it. Daggone it. All right. Sorry, I'm trying to figure. It says I can put you in timeout, Lexi. It says.
Have you got 3 dots next to her name?
It's got 3 dots, but it says put user in timeout or block. Okay, but Mark said hold her name. Let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, just hold it.
Says hold, just tap her name and hold it, and it'll say add mod. Okay, let me try again. Yeah. Okay, tap. All right, I tapped it, but I don't see mod. Okay, hold on. You're seeing. I don't know. Okay, I'm tapping her name, but it's pulling it up on the screen like that. Let me try right click. No, right clicking don't do. Well, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm learning how to do all this business, and I don't understand. Okay. Y'all got
on my first live, I had the same problems.
Okay, click on her name. Okay, hold on. Let me do it one more time. All right, I just clicked her name, but it keeps doing that every time I do it. Daggone it. All right. Well, I don't know. I'm trying. Sorry, Alan.
No problem. No. You have to have a mod. You have to have a mod in any live stream. It is extremely important.
Okay, at the very top of all the comments, it says edit. Would it do it there? Because like I'm clicking on Lexi's name, but all it does is this. This is what it does when I click her name. When I click her picture or when I click her name. Let me try double clicking it. No, double clicking ain't doing no different. Well,
Double click and put a message onto the screen.
Okay, let me see. Hold on. All right. Now, like when I double click it, that's what it does. It puts her name on the screen. Let me see if it wrote anything down here. You have to do it from YouTube. Oh, am I not on YouTube? So I got to go to where I'm live on. Okay, hold on. Let me go on my phone and see. This will be a video to look back on when I finally figured all this out and been doing it for a long time, and we can look back at this video today and see how far I've come.
You know how awesome that is actually, because people can actually see your growth as a content creator.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Lexi with my first live, we had this exact same problem. So I'm sure she's laughing at me now because exactly how you battling to make her a mod, I was battling, and And now just see, I mod left, right, and center, and I think on my one live stream it was like Christmas. I made everybody a mod.
Oh Lord. Okay, now it did it. Okay, hold on. Add moderator. All right, Lexi. Let me
Ooh.
know if it did it. I did it. I'm trying to turn the volume down because on my phone it's making noise. Like I'm trying to turn it down. I'm a big goofball. Oh Lord. My son tells me, as soon as you're of age, we're putting you in a home.
Yeah, it's also when I'm live streaming, I use my phone, but I got my daughter's tablet, and I also logged in there, and then I do everything like simultaneously.
Yeah.
She hates it when I actually use her tablet like that because she says I abuse her tablet.
Oh Lord. You know, when I'm 50 years old now, when I was younger, I remember in 2005, my mama's passed away now, but in 2005, I remember my mama saying, now we still had, I think it was flip phones then. There was no touch screen and all that business. But
Yes, yes.
my mama, she said, Bambi, do you know that they're going to have phones that you can see each other when you talk? And I mean, we just thought that was outer space, you know, like that was just so insane. And then now look how far, you know, phones have come. I mean, they hologram,
Yeah.
not phones don't hologram, but I mean, just technology in general, the crazy things that you can do.
It is crazy. I mean, I think of my first phone. It was a brick in the first place.
Yeah.
It weighed a ton. And I thought that was the best thing since sliced bread. And now I look at my phones now, I can honestly say I can't do without my phone.
Yeah, I can't either.
Because it's got all my banking stuff. It's got from my okay. I used to have all the equipment, but let's not get into that story of what happened to that. But when that got stolen, I then just had my phone. So I had to adapt everything to just my phone.
Right.
And I do admit it's harder. It's not as great and as clear as I would like it to be, but the editing comes out okay.
Yeah.
There's some certain things I can't do on it. Especially with the merch and stuff like that. The resizing, it doesn't want to work with the resizing. But other than that, I do everything from my phone. And I think those 2 weeks I was without a phone was the worst 2 weeks of my life.
Oh, I know.
Because I couldn't. I used my daughter's.
It's a lifeline to everything.
Everything is on my phone. I mean, all my passwords is on my phone. I don't know my passwords for crap. And my phone has got everything.
Yep. Well, I remember when cell phone, well, this really, how old are you, Alan? How much difference in age are we? I'm 50.
There's 11 years.
Okay. Well, when I was younger, my mama, she had a Mercedes, okay? And mom always drove these nice cars because my cousin, her boyfriend at the time had a car lot. So mom always drove these nice cars, you see. So there's a point to this. So when the bag phones just came out, mama had one of them bag phones. So I remember I was driving her car one day. I just thought I was something else now. So I'd be sitting at the stoplight and I'd do this. The phone wasn't even on now. People would be sitting beside me and I'm just like, like I just thought I was something being on that phone. I
Yeah.
just want, I was showing off. I just thought that was just, that made me important, that I had that bag phone, or I was on that bag. But I mean, now, I mean, you look back, you're like, oh my God, a bag phone, and those things were huge. They got phones now that are big, but crazy
Yeah, no,
technology is.
technology is fantastic. Honestly, I mean, I most of my YouTube I watch from my phone.
Mhm.
Um, because it's just smoother than casting it to the TV.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I want to, I can Netflix on my TV from my
Mhm.
phone, which is amazing actually, that everything can actually connect. I'm busy making our lights in our house that can also be controlled by my phone. That should be fun.
Bye, Heather. Thanks for joining. Have a good night. She said she was leaving. I was trying to tell her bye. Thanks for coming. No, but it's crazy. It's just crazy because, our phones are computers. They're a video camera, they're cameras, they're everything. I mean, you can do everything. I know
I mean,
I'm getting tired, I know, because it's late there. It's only 8:20 here, but it's like what, 2:20 there?
yeah, 220, yeah, but us.
Lord, I don't want to keep you
Uh,
up.
the time zones is a killer a little bit. Luckily, nah, it doesn't bug me. I'm up in any case all night, so
Yeah.
that
I
that's
don't
when
know
I
the
get my content and do my plans, catch up on other YouTubers and join
Yeah.
their lives. And, uh, so I've got used to the time zones and the times I'm busy and the times I'm not busy.
Yeah. I wish I could go to bed earlier. Like, I'm just a night owl. I always have been. I literally am up till 2:30 or 3 every single night. I just can't go to sleep.
Yeah. I am an insomniac. That's why my wife has to give me sleeping pills every
Yeah.
now and then that I actually get some sleep.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, see.
and now,
Oh, go ahead. You finish what you're saying about the sleeping pill.
um, and now that I'm working on the getting to Florida and things like that, she knows I'm not even bothered about sleeping. I'm trying to make a plan there. Then I'm researching places, yeah, and going all around. I think I know Florida better than any South African in the world
Really?
because I have watched so many shows, so many things, buildings I want to see. I've got like a whole list of possible places to go to that's fairly close to around you. So
We're going to have so much fun. We're going to have so much fun when you're here. And we probably won't get a whole lot of sleep when you're here because we're night owls anyway. And
yeah, so it's not going to bug us.
so I've got to get everything set up for it, but I'm going to do a fundraiser, everybody, for Alan and me. Well, it's not for me, but it is because I want my friend to come here. So it is I'm excited to get him here. But I'm gonna do a fundraiser to just try to raise funds so we can get Alan here to the States, to Sarasota, so me and him can do investigating and all, and make some good content for everyone. And but it's kind of, flights aren't always cheap, especially not South Africa to Florida, So, but the crazy thing is all the followers that I have on Twitter, which I think is like 25 or 2600. if just everybody donated one single dollar, that's it, $1. $1. But it's not as simple as that. If only it were that simple, you know. But
Yeah, if only. If only.
yeah. So,
So
but we're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. Even if I gotta buy
yes.
a scratch off every day and hope to win money on the scratch off, we're gonna get you here. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
that's gonna be extremely fun.
Yes. Yes.
And Jody also said that if he's in the area when I'm there, he definitely wants to meet up with me. So
I know
that could be
You
that
are-
could be interesting because I've seen the places that he's taken that he took his other fans to. That was pretty. Just before this stream. Am I talking to myself again?
No, I'm listening.
I am. Oh, no, it goes so dead quiet. I'm like, oh no, the internet. That he took some of his fans to a few places, went randonauting with them, took them to a haunted location. That live that premiere showed just before this live stream. So
Oh, I have to watch it. I haven't seen it. I have to
yeah,
watch
I popped after my premiere. I quickly popped in there. Then I came here. So
it. Busy, busy, busy.
yeah, I try and organize my premieres not to actually interrupt with too many other people, but I follow so many people, it's kind of impossible not to overlap somebody's times. If I got to use South African times, I'll overlap no one.
Yeah.
But if I do that, then maybe I have like one person watching me. In
Mhm.
most cases, I have Australian people watching me because they're 12 hours ahead of me.
Wow.
8 hours. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
8 hours ahead of me. So their times is a bit more forgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Because I premiered the other day at my time, 5:30, which was when most of the Americans were at work. So that wasn't great. So now I've moved it up. And what do I know? 5 different people had premieres at the same time.
Oh gosh.
I think I had 6 people in my premiere.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, that happens. So no, I don't know. I think the whole fam must get together and say, listen, yeah, that schedule times around premieres because it's so difficult.
It is. There's so
And
many
my
of
boy Nubs is always premiering, so
them. I like Nubs. I like Nubs.
Nubs is great.
Yes.
I mean, I wouldn't have known half of these people if it wasn't for Lexi,
Yeah.
because I met Lexi on HDD's live chats and then on Twitter. And yeah, now we pretty much work together as well.
Mhm.
So
And then you are the one that introduced me, so to Lexi and them. So
no, Lexi's an awesome lady. And she's a fantastic mod. Having her as a mod, you can't go wrong.
well, she's my mom. Do I have to do that every time I go live or
No,
no?
you've made her a mod now, so she'll always be a mod for you.
Oh, okay.
So if she's in the same live stream, she's a mod and she has eagle eyes. She gets
Okay.
rid of spammers,
Trolls and all that.
trolls, everything very quick.
Okay.
She saved my skin the other day with another guy, and she got rid of him very quickly.
Oh, good.
Thank you for that. But another person is Brandy. Brandy is also a fantastic mod.
Mm-hmm.
Helly's a fantastic mod. Vodka Vamp is an awesome mod as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, between Lexi and Vodka Vamp, I know when I've posted something to be retweeted, they retweet the crap out of that thing. Much better than I could ever imagine retweeting it.
We
You
are
see,
one.
no,
We are one big family.
that's what that's what I like about the community we're in. We are so supportive of each other.
Mhm.
I try and support every single one, but I've got over 500 subs on my YouTube channel. So to get to everybody, it's virtually impossible. But the people that are most important to me, I always try and just drop in by a live or comment on a video, watch all their videos finished at least, because everybody needs the watch time.
Right. That's what I'm going to
That's
do.
the important.
Go ahead. I keep interrupting you and I don't mean to.
No, you can carry on. You can carry on.
No, I just,
Watch time is extremely, extremely important.
Mhm.
If people don't watch a whole video, it really hurts you at the end of the day.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that's why my premieres now have also become a lot longer. So as to fit in everybody I need to showcase, and also to get my watch time up. I think in the last week my watch time went up 100 hours, which I'm
Oh,
so impressed about. So yeah, I'm in the 900s now. So
oh wow. So, but you only got how many watch hours is it that you have to have? Is it
you have
1,000
to
or
have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours.
4,000 watch hours? Okay.
Yeah. So I'm almost a fourth of the way.
Right. You'll get there. You're doing really good. You've been doing really
Yeah.
good.
I am surprised. Okay, I did lose 2 subs today, but that happens. But I am also very shocked. I mean, in 4 months, I've got 400 subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
That is really something amazing. So
Yeah, you're gonna beat me by a long shot to 500. That's for sure. Because I'm halfway there. That's it. You're way above me. You are beating me, but you put out a lot of content. You do your showcases and stuff.
yeah, I was pushing out 3 videos a day at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Then I decided, okay, let me give the videos time to actually get some watch time. So then I took it down to 1 a day. And now having the longer ones, I'm going to go to 3 times a week. It's going to work out. It sounds like less work for me, but actually with me making longer videos, I've got to get better content. So it doesn't really, but it does give me a bit of a breather with the kids and stuff, that I've got a little more time to sit with the homework and do the odds and things like that. But no, I'm aiming for that 500. It's a long haul, but I'll get there. I'll get there.
You will.
That's why I also. No, you can carry on.
Oh, no. I was just saying you will get there because you have an awesome channel. That's all I was going to say.
I try my best. I mean, I know my premiere tonight, the video that ended up in the premiere wasn't what I wanted. It actually was kind of a flop, the very first showcase, but the other 2 made up for it.
Yeah.
It does happen because when I showcase somebody, I take like 4 videos of theirs, and then I look at all 4 of them. And this one I specifically pushed to a different folder, and somehow or the other it didn't go, and I clicked on that and put it in, and sent it up, because normally what I do when I edit my videos in and I put it up. I don't double check my work, which is on my part a bit my fault, but it happens. I like the rawness of my channel. So when I do make a mistake, like I did with Jenny, when I first showcased her, I accidentally called her Penny the whole time. So
Oh,
I felt so bad about that. I really felt bad about that. I even did an apology video on that. And that won't be made again where I screw up on a first name. A second name or a surname, I can understand if I make a mistake. I mean, people must understand. I look at 20 different channels and I've got to choose one. So I get confused between all of them. So yeah, it does. You know, people say, yeah, I could have edited it out and stuff like that. I accept my mistake that I make.
Wow.
And my stuff is raw stuff. So when I make a mistake, it's going to be a mistake and it will be known as a mistake. I don't try and fix up. I will always fix it at a later point again. I'll fix it. But now with me premiering now, when I do make a mistake in the chats, I immediately say, whoops, I screwed up. Sorry, guys. That was a problem.
Yeah.
It's just I like raw content. When people give raw content and unedited stuff, that is so awesome, because that is how you actually learn them on a whole different level, as you would just see them as a content creator.
Right.
When a guy makes a mistake, okay, this is not scripted. Not one of my showcases are scripted before I do it. I choose a channel and I do it.
That's awesome, though.
I go in raw, because what is going to come out is my honest opinion on them. And you'll see in my videos, if I think they are a great channel, you'll see it in my body language that I really think they're good. If I think they're an okay channel but worth a sub, you will notice it. And that is, sometimes I'm actually watching a video while I'm recording and I've stopped it because I don't like what they do.
Right.
And that is another problem. There is a whole lot of channels. I don't like how they go about it. Big channels. But I'm not going to lie to my fans or my people saying I love the channel. And I don't really, because it would also reflect in my videos. If I am lying, you're gonna pick it up straight away. There's people that can read auras extremely quickly. They're gonna say, "Oh, whoa, something's wrong there. He doesn't actually like it. He's talking shit." And that does make a lot of my stuff. If I do find channels that I don't like, I put them to one side and I watch some more of their content, because maybe I just had a wrong impression on. Everybody has a bad day.
Right.
I can understand if you're having a bad day and you're doing, because you need to, your bread and butter comes from your YouTube channel. You have to go on YouTube. You can't take a day off.
Right.
It's like Jasco. He can't. He's got to do it every day, and that's why I've got so much respect for him, because him and Chris put a lot of work into their videos. So if he's having a bad day, I don't judge him on that. Everybody has a bad day.
That's right.
But because that is his bread and butter, that is how he feeds his family. That is how he's getting engaged very soon. That is how he's buying a house very soon. He's got to work. Um, a lot of people say YouTube isn't work.
Yeah, it is too.
Man, YouTube is a lot of work.
Yes, it is.
Especially the content creators themselves. I've got the easy side of it. I just feature them. But the guys that are actually going out doing the work, I know with my other channel. I mean, I've been out till 3 o'clock in the morning and I get nothing. And then the next night I have to go again because I want to grow that channel.
Right.
So yeah, Alan showcasing actually just happened as a fluke because with the lockdowns and stuff, I needed something to keep me busy, and that's how Alan's vlogs started. Now it's it's evolved to Alan showcasing, and yeah, I mean, I love all of the people that follow me and support me. I love them all. I don't think I say it enough. I don't think I can even show the amount that I appreciate their support.
Without
yeah,
without them, we would be nothing, you know, without our followers and subscribers and
yes. Yeah, so you know, I do try and follow every channel that does subscribe to me. If they have a channel, I follow them back. And one or two I've actually showcased. I think it was What the Paranormal. When they followed me, I followed them back, and I saw, whoa, but they're actually quite a good channel, and I showcased it. And I've even had a few days where I'm not actually feeling it to showcase, and I have showcased one or two that I feel bad about because I shouldn't have. What I should have done is that day just take a break because I didn't give them the actual showcase they deserve.
right.
So if I'm having a bad day now, I actually don't showcase. I call it YouTube days. Because I want to give the people that I'm showcasing the best showcase I can give.
Yeah.
And I think anybody that follows my channel will actually also see days that I really want to do it and days that I shouldn't have actually done it.
Yeah.
As a showcase, for me, that is much easier to do. But if I have to concentrate on creating content, you've got to put everything in all the time. Good days, bad days, you got to put it in. And but your fans will always follow you because they understand you're only human.
That's right.
That is the main point. That is the main point that people must understand, that content creators are also just human. They also have lives outside of YouTube. They've got to understand that everybody has their good days and their bad days.
That's right. That's true. Well, you can't do but what I mean, you can't do but so much. I mean, you know, you can't stress and make yourself sick about it, you know.
Yeah. And I know a lot of creators, if they've made a bad video, then people really take them out about it in the comments. And I'm always like, really?
I know. I know.
You're
That's
human.
People can be rude. They can be rude.
Yes, they can be very rude. A few of the times they can be really, really brutal in the comments. I know for a fact. I mean, I've been to 150 investigations. Of that, there is at least 80 of them that we found absolutely nothing. Not a single piece of evidence. It happens. Spirits don't just pop up when we want them to.
No, they do not. It don't work that way. That's not how it works,
A lot of, well, I've actually lived in a house where we've got seasonal spirits that only come out in certain months of the year.
Wow.
The rest of the time you don't see them.
Mm-hmm.
In that other house we lived in, those two that came and went, they were only around for like 3 months a year. The rest of the time they were gone. It was only the little girl that was permanently there, and I couldn't figure out why. When I did a history of the place, no little girl died in the house or anything. So I boiled that down to it could be the land, whatever happened on the land.
That's crazy, though, I mean, I'm scooting out of the frame of the picture. Good Lord. But I mean, that land, I mean, who knows how long back that could go, you know what I mean? So there's no telling.
Where I live, it's got a very rich history with having wars fought in at concentration camps, things like that. So whatever happened, who knows how long ago, that residual energy is still there. And I watched Paranormal Files today, and he actually brought up a very interesting topic. He was at a location where a hospital was.
Mm-hmm.
And look, the building material that's used to build a building, it contains the energy. And I think, and he wanted to know now, if that building is totally demolished, flushed to the ground, and the materials have been taken away and everything, what happens to those spirits? What happens to that energy?
Wow.
Does it go into the land, or does it just disappear? Which is a very interesting question. I would hope that they go into the land and not go to the wrong place.
Because I mean, do they? That is, do they stay connected to that? That's weird. Like, some spirits attach themselves to things, and and maybe I guess some don't. They just stay with that land, and regardless of how many hundreds of years, houses being built, businesses being built, or whatever, they're still there, and probably that's where all that comes from. And people say, "Oh, this business is haunted, and it was just built a year ago." Well, you never know what was on that property before you built.
That is the property situation.
Mm-hmm.
That is definitely the land that contains the energy.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if it's not a land and it is the building, what happens to that spirit when the building goes? When it's demolished? When it is, and it actually raised a very good question to me as well, because that is something that's going to be, we'll never know. We'll never really know what happens.
Mm-hmm.
But
you wonder.
We'll have to see what.
You wonder that. I mean,
it makes you wonder. It now takes the paranormal to a whole new question of what happens then.
Mm-hmm. We won't know until we die, though. We will not know until we die, and because that's a $50 million. I mean, you don't know. You have no way of knowing. Unless a spirit one day decides to to say that, you know, well, this is what happens, or you know what I mean? But I mean, really, you don't have any way of knowing the answer. It's just some things are unknown, and they might remain that way. Maybe we're not
Yeah.
supposed to know. I don't know.
Yes, yes.
But
I think some things have probably got to be left unanswered for us. We really can't know everything, so that answer will have to wait until we die one day,
yeah, that's
and
right.
then to ask the big man upstairs, okay, what now?
Yeah.
And then he's either going to say, go into the gates, go down to hell, or go back to earth.
Yeah. True. That's true. Well.
So I'm coming back to earth. I've got to stick by my daughter through her whole life, so I'm coming back. When she dies one day, then I'll haunt somebody, but then some investigator will eventually come find me on a camera.
I was joking with my kids yesterday. Like we always do group chat when I text them, and I joking with them that if something ever happens to me, they have all the equipment they need. They have all the tools they need to try to reach me on the other side.
My youngest, she watches me editing things and helping other people. Now, I don't want to involved in it, but let me tell you, she knows so much. She knows what my K2 meter does. She's even walked around the house when we just moved in here, looking for any ghosts. And I said, you can look, but you're not going to find anything. She's like, no, I'm going to find something. You're not going to find anything. And then she brought it too close to the light switch, and the light started flashing. And I'm like, no, that's a light switch. That's a power source. so she understands it, but so I think eventually Alan's showcasing will become Alexis showcasing. Hopefully, I hope it rubs off on her.
Yeah.
She still wants to join me on a premiere, so I'm looking for something that will actually suit her for the premiere.
How old is she now?
She's 7.
7. That's my granddaughter would be 7. My grandson and granddaughter both would be 7. One in May, one in July.
Okay. Now my eldest daughter, my stepdaughter, she's 15, turning 16. She had a bad experience at the old house.
Did she?
During the lockdown, she had a shadow figure actually attack her.
Nuh-uh, really?
It tried to pull her off the bed. It ripped the cupboard.
It pulled her off the bed?
And yeah, it took 4 cleansings to actually eventually get rid of it.
Wow.
But it was only targeting her, just her. So every night the younger one to come sleep with her, because if she slept there, nothing happened to her. And
only when she was by herself?
When she was by herself.
Wow.
My youngest daughter is very bright of energy, very positive. And what we figured out, she has medium capabilities. So that thing didn't like her too much. It didn't bug her. But the minute she was alone, it showed up, I think, 3 nights. I saw it once. What I think it is, I refuse to say.
Yeah.
But it was not friendly at all. It was a little bit worse than a shadow figure, but it took a lot to get rid of it. I did one cleansing, then I got Stuart in to help me. He did one. Church came in. They cleansed. Not that they really did. Not
Oh,
that our churches in South Africa really did much. It really took me. I had to get raw sage. I had to get holy water. All of that through lockdown was a mission to get hold of.
was it really?
Because
You
with all the churches being closed,
couldn't get access to anything. That had to be so hard and I mean difficult on y'all.
and especially with the sage, the places that do sell the raw sage weren't open because they weren't. What do they call it? It was a non-essential item, so
Right.
we
Well,
didn't
not
even buy cigarettes.
it was essential to y'all at that time, wasn't it? Like they considered it non-essential, but it was definitely an essential item that you needed, you know, to that's
They
crazy.
wouldn't say it like that. I eventually got hold of a Catholic priest
Mhm.
that doesn't live very far from us, and he said, well, he has to go to the shops. He's coming past my house. He'll just stop quickly and just drop me some holy water, because he understood our situation. And it took 2 of those cleansings with the holy water, and then eventually it disappeared. But I think that is also attached to the house
Yeah.
in because my spirit box came up with some very interesting and disturbing names that it was telling me. And the last cleansing I had, I actually also went into the roof, and after that, everything disappeared. So
Well, thank goodness though. That's scary. When it's
yeah,
something
no, look, I at first didn't really believe her until the one night she came running into the lounge, and she was snow white, and she said the thing grabbed my leg. I'm like, whoa.
Oh,
That's going a little bit
too far.
beyond. And when I walked into that room, oh, the feeling I got.
Did it
And
make you sick feeling?
she even said to me, she saw me go snow white when I walked into that room. All my hair raised up on my whole body. Everything was. She was actually concerned that I was. But I said to her, "You, my daughter, I've got to do something.
Right.
Things like this aren't welcome in my house." So yeah, it took a lot to get rid of it, but successfully I got rid of it. So I learned a lot more than I knew beforehand,
Right.
just through that.
Yeah. Well, thank goodness
But
though that you were able to get rid of it because that's really terrifying. And when something
yes,
is hurting you and it's powerful to be able to do those, you know, to do that.
I even said, you want to touch anybody, come touch me. That's fine. But for a week, it calmed down because she was wearing my pentacle. It calmed down, but I had to go and do investigation, so I take my pentacle with me, and that's when it all started again.
Wow.
And pentacles aren't very easy to come by in South Africa. You've got to know where to get them, and most of those places are pretty far from us. So yeah, so I used to on all of my videos, I used to have a pentacle around my neck.
Yeah.
I don't wear one anymore.
I have my daughter gave me I'm not probably not gonna Paula Santos, the you know what I'm talking about that you burn, and then I've got the sage, and then I've got a bunch of crystals and all too. You have crystals and stuff? Do you have crystals?
I've got smoky quartz. I've got what's that other one? Amnestine or something like that.
Mhm.
I don't have many.
Yeah.
Yeah, that brings another part of actually what I was for a long time. I'm very fascinated with different religions and
Mhm.
beliefs. I like to know a bit of all beliefs and things like that. And I really got fascinated with the pagan and Wiccan beliefs, which
Mhm.
was to me extremely interesting. And I actually started to do some what they call candle magic.
Yeah.
And when I was doing the candle magic and those things were actually going very well for us.
So it was better. It was much better then. You're,
And then I got labeled as a witch, which I don't mind.
yeah.
I said, okay, you can call me a witch. Just remember, I'm a Christian witch.
Right.
Just because I practice candle magic doesn't mean I believe everything of theirs.
Yeah.
I still believe in God and all of that. And then I had this urge to just stop it because I did feel it's not who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, when I stopped that, then things really went south
Really?
for us. Really went south. So my wife says to me, why don't I just start it again? But because I've got that, it's more the Christian side of me that says to me, it's not right. You tampering with things that you don't really know about.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the candles you need are extremely expensive in South Africa.
Are they?
Because you can't go and buy a normal candle at a store. Well, not in our stores. I
Yeah.
know your Walmarts and stuff sell all the things for weekends. So ours, we have to drive to Joburg, which is about 40 miles from where I live.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go there. And then a candle like that could cost you up to $20
What?
just for a candle. Just for a candle.
That's insane.
We get ripped off in this country insanely.
That is pure crazy.
I mean, just for instance, now the phone I replaced, I took a bottom of the line entry level phone, and that cost me $300.
Just for a basic phone. Like
Basic phone that can it's got a fantastic camera.
yeah.
But it's not even a branded phone. It's a Hisense where what I actually needed was a Samsung,
Mm-hmm.
but the Samsung would have cost me $2,800.
What? Good.
That is what the top of the range Samsung in South Africa costs now.
That is
Well,
so,
not even.
that is so messed up that they charge all that.
A iPhone, the newest iPhone, will cost us in dollars $8,000.
No, $8,000.
What it will cost us to have that.
What?
That's why I don't have a fancy phone.
That is so wrong. That is like so messed up. on so many levels.
But the one good thing is, like you yourself, you've helped me 1,000 times already, and I'm very grateful for that. I mean, that $25 that you send me actually buys food for me for 2 weeks.
Wow.
So it's got its positive side from the dollars to rands. It's
Right.
very positive. But when we have to buy dollar things, it then starts. That's when the money starts accumulating.
Mhm.
I mean, for you guys, if I say to you, I can get a car now for $3,000. For use in America, that's actually not very much money for a car.
Right.
For us, yeah, that is an extreme amount of money.
Wow.
So it's funny how, I listened to a friend of mine was, actually earlier this evening, he was in Dubai, and he was working for 1,000, whatever their currency is, but his rent was only 150, and his food only cost him like 300. So he still had more than half his salary. Where, in South Africa, our rent alone, in dollar wise, my rent is $600.
Right.
That's just the rent. That's no power, no water.
Oh, wow.
Everything would cost us about $1,000.
With the water, with everything. Like with everything.
Water, electricity. Then you've just covered where you live. Now you haven't covered your food. You haven't covered other expenses.
Yeah.
I've got the cheapest internet connection you get in South Africa,
Mhm.
and that cost me $25.
A month, 25 a month, or is that? Yeah.
A month, per month.
Yeah.
And I showed you my speeds that I work with. So the bigger, better lines cost up to $600 a month.
$600 for internet?
For a 50 meg line, it costs us, if you take the bundle, it costs you 12,000 Rand. So that is just over $400. Plus you have your line rental, that's another $100. Yeah, $600.
How do they expect people to live when they charge them prices like that? That just dumbfounds me. When it's that's not right.
Yeah, that's why I was shocked when I started the YouTubing and stuff. And I don't know, I battled with my rent. And Territon Tea sent me a substantial amount of money.
Yeah.
And for them, it was a few hundred.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it paid my rent. It paid everything. And it bought me food for like 2 weeks.
Wow.
Just off of a small donation. And she still said to me she wishes she could give more. I'm like, please don't, because just that alone has like saved my ass.
Right.
So
see,
yeah,
you've amazing. That's amazing. Because of like our paranormal family, like that's so awesome that everybody's able to help and support each other, you know, if we need it, and we're there for each other, and that's just awesome that we have that.
and some of the times, if I can afford it, I can't afford it very often, but I do actually subscribe to some of my channels
Mhm.
that they get my $1, and $1 for me, for you guys, is 15 Rand for me.
Mhm. So $1,
And
15 rand. Is that right? Is that
yeah,
what yeah.
15 Rand, yeah. Well, it varies all the time with the exchange rate. It's never gone less than 14 Rand 50.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just for $1.
Right.
So I I think it was Vodka Vamp sent $5.
Mm-hmm.
That $5 bought food for my family for that day without a problem.
Wow.
And if I just use PayPal money straight and don't convert it, yeah, the places that I have to buy from are more expensive, but it does help in an emergency.
Right.
If somebody sends me PayPal money, it takes 6 days to clear, and then the bank takes 30% bank charges on that money.
So if I PayPal you money, so what goes right away? Like, so if you send money, like, what does any of them go to you right away without all that?
There is the essentials I can buy easily on PayPal.
Mm-hmm.
But it's if you actually need the physical cash, then I think on 100 Rand you pay 3 Rand. No, yeah, it's 3 Rand for every 100.
Yeah.
So it's like 3%. It's not too bad. Yeah, it's just the forex exchange takes their cut of the deal. So, but it takes a long time. It takes 6 days, 6 working days.
Oh, wow.
So
I didn't realize
so
that.
yeah, and that's actually the only way we can do it in South Africa.
Yeah.
But normally all my essentials I buy direct with the PayPal money and it comes directly to me straight away, which
Mm-hmm.
is pretty handy.
Mm-hmm.
When I bought the phone, I had the PayPal money, but I needed the cash.
Mm-hmm.
So I made a loan by somebody and said to them, okay, here's my PayPal money. Either you can change it or I can change it, but you're going to wait 6 days. And they said, no, okay, they'll wait the 6 days out, and they did it like that.
Yeah.
But more and more places are starting to accept PayPal in South Africa,
Mm-hmm.
but not many. I mean, for essentials, I resort to Uber Eats for everything. It's just easier. It works out a little bit more expensive on some things, but you get it straight away and things like that.
Right.
So yeah. But yeah, no, things are extremely expensive in South Africa.
I just had no
We
idea.
get ripped off, especially the imported things.
Mm-hmm.
I know if you have to buy from Wish for us, now Wish is pretty cheap.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what it is, you've got to pay 30 Rand import fee.
50 rand?
So that's okay, 30 Rand. It's just over $3.50.
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't bad, but when you order a whole lot of things from Wish that you actually want to resell, and all of those things come at once, you've got to put out a lot of money
Yeah.
to make your money up again. So because I was at one point ordering from Wish and reselling it, yeah. And I eventually worked out, but at the end of the day, after selling it and everything, I'm not making money.
Right.
There was one item I actually lost money on it. So I said, no, I'm not going
Yeah.
to bother about it. And then, like I say, the ghost hunting equipment in South Africa, for us to import it to here, is ridiculous. I mean, an SLS setup will cost me over 30,000 just for
What?
a SLS camera and things like that.
$50,000?
Now that Ghost Troop app does not work on my phone.
No, it don't.
It works on one or two phones, but they are all the higher quality phones.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
I
just
can't use the SLS camera.
That's just so crazy. I cannot believe that. Like I had
Yeah,
no
it's
that it was like that. Not that much of a difference.
no, there's a big difference. There's a big difference. That's what, like you were saying to your people, if everybody just pays you
$1.
$1, that is my airfare, return ticket to the States. Let's say $2, and then I've got my visa as well and some spending money.
Yeah.
My cousin was in the States a few years ago, and he says I'm going to at least need a minimum of 45,000, a minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Now, 45,000 works out to, I worked it out the other day, just over $3,500.
Yeah.
That is for everything.
Everything.
Now, I'm lucky because I don't have accommodation to pay. I don't have, I won't be car rentals and stuff like that.
Right.
So I am poor because you must remember when we go from South Africa to there, you have to now convert your rands into dollars. So 15 rand equals $1. So you got to have a couple of thousand to go on a holiday, and which makes a couple of thousand there equals tens of thousands. Yeah. So
That's
you know,
just
I was watching somebody the other night, and they said a hotel room was $65.
yeah.
Now, to you guys, that's an affordable amount. To me, I'm thinking 65 times 15. Oh my word, that's a lot of money.
Right.
So that's why not very many South Africans go on holiday to the States
Mm-hmm.
because of the enormous exchange rate. The UK is not much better. The UK is even worse, actually.
Oh, wow.
I think we are 17 rand to the pound.
That means like $1 to $1 or something. Is that what that means? Like,
Yeah, it would be just over $1.
wow.
So, and when I want to order ghost hunting equipment, I've got either the States or I have to buy from the UK store. I'm of course going to go to the States store because they are cheaper,
Mm-hmm.
but the postage to South Africa from the States takes longer. Whereas if it's coming from the UK, it's like maybe 2 weeks and it's here. A friend of mine ordered something on Amazon and he waited 3 months for it.
A few months?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how long it took them. Okay, I did see a Google post earlier today. A American company has bought into our South African postal service. So I think maybe things will be a little bit cheaper
Mhm.
if we can import things cheaper. But
Well,
I
hopefully.
don't think it will be much cheaper.
I just had no clue that it was like to that extent. That's just crazy. You know, it'd be
Yeah.
nice if I could send you, you know, remember I talked to you before, I said, I wish I could send you stuff, but you can't, like you said, because they go through your stuff and whatever I said anyway.
I've ordered stuff from Wish that it shows me it's landed in South Africa. Never came to me because it gets stolen at the actual imports
Postal.
department. So if somebody has to send something to me, they would actually have to physically FedEx it to me, because then it goes a little bit quicker and it's more reliable. But through normal postage,
FedEx is reliable, but not is more reliable than the postal service, regular postal service.
yeah. And then of course there's DHL and places like that. But then also the price that they charge, it's also now just adds more to the price. So you take the risk with the normal postal service, and hopefully you get what you order.
Right.
Otherwise, it's oh, sorry, it got lost. No, I live in a very, very different country.
Yeah. Well, Alan, I'm gonna let you go to bed because I know it's like we've been on here almost 2.5 hours.
Yeah, almost 2.5 hours.
I know it. I'm so happy that I finally got to like see you face to face and talk.
Yes,
So see, now we can do
yes.
this again. Like now we know now that I'm every time I do it, I'm sure it'll get easier and easier for me. But now that I've done it, now we can do lives again. But hopefully, next time it won't be so late. I can do it earlier. Today I had, I couldn't do it earlier today. But
No, don't worry. I do. The time zone is a major factor. I mean, you've also got work and stuff like that. I'm just lucky. I'm gonna wake up to do some more videos. So
well,
it doesn't matter if I wake up at 7 o'clock or 10 o'clock. I'm just gonna do videos, and probably I'm gonna get off of this now and already start prepping for my videos for tonight.
yeah.
So,
I'm gonna get off of here and try to figure out my portal. I'm gonna play with my portal, I think, for a little while and see if I
yes,
can.
that
right.
could be interesting.
Yeah. And when you come here, we can use my portal too. That'll be so exciting.
Yeah, I'm actually want to look into what it will cost me, if I have to get the parts, to actually make one like that, because I think that is extremely fun. Because I know, what's that guy, Huff something Huff. He uses the portals, and
Steve Huff. It's Steve Huff, yes.
yeah, he gets some extremely accurate.
Yes, he does. Response.
And I'd like to test his stuff out. I know a few people do advertise and make them, but again, with the import costs, it just gets way too high for me to even try and do that. But I'm definitely gonna see what a setup would cost me if I can make it from scratch. And because I know my Necrophonic picks up some amazing stuff.
The Necrophonic is awesome. I love the Necrophonic app.
I had look, in South Africa, there's English, there's Afrikaans, there's Zulu, Sepedi, all different languages, 11 official languages.
Wow.
My necrophonic actually picked up Afrikaans words,
Really?
which I thought was totally awesome, because that proves to me that it's not a fake app, because Afrikaans wouldn't be in anything's database, because it's only recognized in South Africa. It's not a worldwide recognized language.
Right.
So I was through the moon, because now I heard something, but I said, now if this has to go into a video, now I have to edit more text into a video, because no one would understand what it said. But the thing was telling me to F off all the time. It was actually quite insane.
Was it really?
Afrikaans people don't like English people at all. And in the area I live, the spirits are from those war days where they really didn't like English people. So they really don't. I like it though.
I like it.
And then I started speaking to them back in their own language.
It's awesome, because, like, you know, people try to say, oh, it's an app. It's just, you know, and I know there are apps out there that are just for fun, like for.
There is so many fake apps. But actually, thanks to CJ and Sunny Deeds, is where I got the faith into the necrophonic, that I actually went and bought the app.
Yeah.
And that app cost me 200 and something rand.
Wow.
But it was every cent worth it, because things that I can't make out, it actually helps a lot. Especially if I'm a little bit out of tone in a place, the app has helped me a few times.
Yeah.
I've got so much footage, but because South Africa also has filming rights issues, I can't publish any one of those videos, because if they find it, they'll actually lock me up for it.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. That's insane.
If they can't make money out of something, you're not allowed to do it.
If it's what after something, what did you say? What did you say? You said if it's after something, you're not allowed to do it. I didn't hear the first part of what you said.
If they can't benefit financially out of it, then you can't do it. Look, I do understand the filming rights in some places, but if it's an abandoned place that's not owned by anybody, why must they have filming rights to put it up? There's a few places you can go to that they won't bug you, but most of our historically haunted places are government buildings. So you have to have the government's permission to go there, and they're going to say, okay, but that's what we want out of the deal. Otherwise, you can't publish it.
Boy, they do y'all.
Yeah.
They do y'all so dirty over there, don't they?
Yeah, we get screwed over. Vaseline doesn't even help.
Oh my gosh! Wow. Wow.
There's one building I really want to get into, but a couple of years ago, some vandalists got into there. So they want to charge me in dollars, $1,000 for 2 hours to investigate the building.
$1,000?
I will not pay that much to actually go into my own heritage that my forefathers built for their benefit. I understand if you're charging me like $20 or something entrance, I don't mind it. That is fine, but not, and that's per person.
Per
my team has 4 people in it.
That is so
So-
screwed up. Like, that is so screwed up. And how do they get away with doing that? You know, that's the thing. How do they do that to people? That is so wrong. Just,
Yep.
but
Look, I can tell you hair-raising stories about South Africa. Hair-raising stories about South Africa. JP's paranormal, JP's horrors. He's sitting in the same boat as I am. White people, we don't get jobs anymore because we have this thing called BEE, Black in Economic Empowerment. That's racism. And then when you say that to them, then they bring up apartheid. But that was banished like 26 years ago. Get over it. Let's start actually building the country. No, they don't see it like that. They say it's payback. So, yeah,
what?
that's why for me it is very important to try and get out of this country so that my children actually have a future.
Right. You were
'Cause-
born though, and you were born inside. You were born there, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is home. I'm a third generation that's born here, so any eligibility, I think that's the word, eligibility to get a UK passport is gone because they only take up to second generation, and I'm third generation. So
It's cat.
all
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
you've just got to try and do something to survive.
Yeah.
And you know,
I mean,
that's why people are committing suicides left, right, and center because of the situation we're in. And it doesn't get out to other countries because everything is controlled by the government.
what is that called? Is it social communist? What is that called? Communism or what is it? Yeah, communism or something where you really don't have no rights or anything.
We are running the ANC, which is African Communist Party,
Mhm.
African National Communist Party. In their name, it says it. Right there. And
I feel
every
so.
time Trump actually sent people to South Africa, not very, like 2 years ago, about
Yeah.
our farm murders. The minute their people landed here, there wasn't farm murders for 1 month. And they said, no, the people of South Africa are talking shit. Because that was at a point it got to him that we're having a problem of genocide. And he sent people over to come look at the situation, assess the situation. Nothing happens. The minute they left, everything went haywire again. So they are so glued up with who is coming into this country.
Right.
What is coming. I can guarantee you tomorrow I'm going to have a phone call threatening me on what I'm doing.
What?
Because of I am telling the truth about South Africa.
So if somebody hears
I-
me and talking, you can get in trouble for that?
If somebody that is in the government departments and stuff do actually follow you, which I doubt because
Right.
they don't believe in the paranormal,
Right.
I will get into trouble. I'm willing. On Tom's podcast, we had a 4-hour discussion about this, and the next day I got an email saying I must seriously watch what I say on podcasts. I'm like, okay.
That is so scary. Like, that is seriously scary.
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't want the truth of what is happening in South Africa to go get out there. But we live with it, and it's a day-to-day thing for us. So it's nothing new. It's like apply for a job, go for an interview. Sorry, it's an AA situation. Okay. That means they're only employing black people.
And
But they didn't tell you that.
they tell you that? Really?
Yeah. Most of the companies would say it's unfortunately an AA position, sir. We can't employ you. But they don't need me to get to the interview. It's now going to cost me to get back. Whereas they could have just said that to me over the phone. It's an AA position. End of story. 3 interviews that I went to in this week, AA positions. What can I do? And they can't employ us because they do government work, and the government says they have to be 95% African people, 3% mixed race, 2% white. Okay. Wow.
That's insane.
Now the 2% white would be the owners. There's your 2%. That is the owners of the business. And if they don't comply with those regulations, they lose their contracts. So they are actually forced to do it.
Wow.
We do not live in a free country.
And it's hard for
We
you
are,
to live there, isn't it? Like if y'all wanted to move to Florida or to wherever you wanted to move, it wouldn't be easy for you to do. Or would it? I mean, it would be like jumping through all kind of hoops to do that.
just to get a green card. I've been trying for 6 years to get a green card. But I'm now building up more connections in the States and things like that. That would be able to help me some more. That's why actually physically being in the States, maybe talking to some people face to face, then I would get a work permit to go there. So then automatically my family will come over. And they've just got to renew my work permit for 5 years, and then I'm a resident. But it's to get there is the problem. That is a whole lot of loops. Whole lot.
Wow.
My eldest daughter can't leave the country at all because we'll have to find her. Until she's 18, she cannot leave the country unless we get hold of her father, which no one can find. He is so off the radar. It is because he has to sign the papers for her to be able to go overseas.
Oh my goodness.
I'm lucky with my wife and with my youngest. They got unabridged birth certificates. That is all sorted. It's just my eldest daughter. That's a few hoops, but not impossible to get past. We can get past that.
Right.
With when we have to say now, okay, that is what we're doing. We are moving. Then we can get that ball rolling, and it will roll fairly quickly. It won't be easy, but it will go quick.
Yeah.
Maximum maybe 3 months, and that will be sorted.
Yeah.
But it is a thing that I do want to move to the States. It will be it won't only benefit me, because me is one concern. It will benefit my children.
Yeah.
That
Y'all
is, I'm 10 to 1 halfway through my life already, so I've only got halfway to go. They still got their whole lives to go.
right. Yeah, we need to get you out of there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, a very strange country I live in. Very, very strange.
Well, hopefully we can get you here soon. And then once you get here, then you go fall in love with the States, and then you can't wait to get over here, and hopefully we can just get you over here permanently.
Yeah. Yeah, that is the bigger plan. But the first plan is just to get there,
Yes.
become famous on our channels, and do some awesome work, and then we can look at stage 2, moving
Yeah.
there.
So right now our goal is to get you here. So we got to get our fundraiser going to get you the money to get you here. So everybody, I'm gonna be doing that soon. I'm gonna get all this set up so people can donate. So please, when I do this, please share it and with as many people as you can, so we can get it out there to get Alan here to the States, to Florida specifically. So, but Alan, I've so enjoyed talking to you. And
yes, no, this was fun.
I've really enjoyed talking to you, and we're gonna have to do this again. Make this a thing that we got to do more often, because we talk all the time through the phone. I mean, texting and all, but it's nice to talk to you face to face. Or you know what I mean, on the computer.
Yeah, I'm looking now. My internet connection actually held out fairly well. So I'm thinking, maybe I must also start interviewing different channels and things like that as well.
Yeah, because you really didn't have any issues, but right there in the beginning, and it wasn't bad. You were able to hop right back on.
Yeah, that's one lucky thing about StreamYard. If you do lose connection,
oh, it froze up as he was saying that. Oh, it's coming back, I think.
You just, because every time I just came straight back to the studio and it was no problems.
Mm-hmm. Well, so, well, I really enjoyed talking to you, and I'm gonna work on getting everything set up, to do our fundraiser, and I'll message you when I'm doing that. I'm gonna try to work on that this weekend, and so we can get that going, because I want to get it going.
Yes,
I want to get that done, and also thank you to everybody who was on the live stream and joined. This was my very first live stream, and I appreciate everybody that came and joined us.
Yes, thank you, people. That this was a good one.
Yes, I really, I'm glad that I did this, because I was so nervous about it. I was so nervous about going live. I've been saying, oh, I'm gonna go live, and then I chicken out. But now I've done it. So
you've done it.
I've officially done it.
And if you don't have somebody on panel, that you just have your comments running, it actually becomes easier.
Yeah.
If you don't invite people to your panel, that's how I've got to do it, because like I could join your panel, but you wouldn't be able to handle joining my panel.
Right.
Your internet speeds are just so quick, it kicks me out.
Well, we'll definitely schedule another live with me and you.
Yes, we definitely will.
We are a team. You're in South Africa and I'm in Florida, but we are a team. We're a team, people. Don't forget that.
We're a family. We're a
But-
family.
Again, thank you guys. Thank you, Alan. And I'm sure I'll talk to you tomorrow on the phone or through the text, I mean. But
Yeah. No, definitely.
so have a good night. I'm gonna let you go to bed, and I'm gonna go eat some supper. Jeremy's leaving tomorrow to go out of town. I'm gonna go in there and eat something. I've not eaten nothing today. I've not eaten no dinner. I've eaten junk. I've eaten junk food, chips and stuff.
That's not good for you. You know that.
Too much sweets. When I was younger, I could eat whatever I wanted, and it's like now I'm learning everything goes like right in here, and now I know what that term love handles or whatever they're called. I don't like it. I'm not dealing well with getting older.
Yeah, with age comes other problems.
Yes, the aches and the pains and all that.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
kids joke with me and tell me it won't be long before I can get the senior citizen discount and live in the 55 and up communities. I said, I'm not that old. And my son jokes. He said, as soon as you're of age, we're putting you in a home. And you better not put me in a home. That really concerns me. He said, Mom, I wouldn't put you in a home. I said, you know, they always joke with me. They say my oldest son is my favorite, you know, and I said, well, only the will tell. But it was so nice talking to you, Alan.
Yes, it was nice talking to you.
And I'll talk to you again soon. Again, thank you guys. I hope everybody has a wonderful night. And until next time, I will see you guys later.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.